myself and understanding the person I am. One of the lessons I've learned is that I'm smarter than I think I am. One of the ways I learned this was by being a teaching assistant. And I would like to thank you, the accounting faculty, for giving me this opportunity. Teaching students was so much fun, so rewarding, and it was challenging. And in doing so, I learned that I really had learned something in all those accounting courses I took. Dennis, I'm really glad that there's no more SUA projects to grade. But we would like to thank you and Anne for your dedicated service to the accounting and to the VITA program. You're leaving MSU for greener cornfields in Iowa. It's a huge loss for MSU. But I know that we can all say that we are glad to have had you as our instructor. Thank you for making sure we will ace the reg section of the CPA exam. Another lesson I learned was that the professors are not out to get us, but rather to help us reach our full potential and ultimately succeed. Thank you, Christy, for challenging, frightening, and confusing us with 327 in advanced accounting. Rather than making sure we just knew the very basics, you threw us fast curveballs and made us work to understand complex issues. Looking back now, I know you have only our best interests in mind. Developing our communication skills, broadening our accounting bases. Thank you for being my friend and my mentor. I believe that we can all say that we have learned not to be afraid to talk to people we do not know, to step outside of our comfort zones and develop new relationships. Nikki, you were one of our first accounting instructors. When I came to MSU, I was a non-traditional student in a sea of 20-year-old faces, and I didn't have any friends. But 223 was the first course I took where I made friends, thanks to the wonderful Free Will Project. I think we all can say that the relationship we've developed while taking your courses and others will be lifelong friendships and networks. I know that today also marks the end of a chapter of your life. Thank you for the years of dedicated service you gave to MSU. You will certainly be missed. Doing good? Doing good. Another thing I've learned is that in life I will most certainly make mistakes and fail. On my first 421 auditing exam, I got a 72. At the time, this was the lowest exam score that I had ever received in an accounting course, and I felt that it was the end of the world. This score was probably the best thing to happen, for I learned that it is not failing that matters, but rather how I handle falling down and surviving life's many bumps in the road. I've since gone on to get much lower exam scores. At this time I want to recognize something that Sammy McGree said. And Sammy McGree is the 6th grade sister of Lucy McGree Hansen, who, in a very selfless act, is not here today because she's giving her husband his big moment this weekend. But she said to Lucy one day, she said, "I had a bad test. Life will go on." And I believe this is one of life's great lessons. If you fall, if you fail, never, ever give up. Get back on your feet and keep trying. So in that respect, thank you, Benita, for getting us out of our 90% mentality. In our time here at MSU, whether it be from the undergraduate program to the MPAc program or just the MPAc program itself, we've seen many changes. In our professional lives, we've changed from young students struggling to make sense of debits and credits and financial statements and journal entries, to mature professionals capable of understanding complex accounting issues, tax returns, and passing the CPA exam. This transformation would not be possible without the extraordinary accounting faculty here at MSU. In our personal lives, we've undergone many changes as well. Some of us have gotten